Hello, this is my second blog, John's D&D vlog. Today we're going to talk about making characters, and it's actually a really complex thing. I could either show you everything in a very complex way, or I can just do it as quickly as possible. I think I'm going to choose the second alternative.
So as we go through this step by step, I'm going to show abbreviations of certain books you're going to need. These are the books you're going to need, right? You can either look these up by name on Amazon or at sites like drivethrurpg.com, but I've also included the ISBN number in case you want to do it that way. There are also some other books that I allude to in this process. None of those are very essential steps, and those can all be skipped over. If you get deeply into the game, these are books you might eventually want to check out, but for right now, at the beginning, don't worry about it. You can skip those steps. So, in order to make a character, a helpful thing to have is a good character sheet. There are a lot of them free for download off the net. This is the one I use. The download link for it is in the description for this video. Please feel free to use it. I personally like to print it out on heavier paper.
It's a good character sheet for anybody of any level. But anyway, when you actually make a character, there's 23 steps involved, and I'm going to show them to you. Here they are. This was step number 1.
There is a further step, but this doesn't apply to everyone. This character here happens to be a fighter, so he won't need any spells. But if your character is a spellcaster, You'll also need to know how to hand out the initial spells that they'll have access to. The rules for these initial spells are found on pages 38 and 39 of your first edition Dungeon Master's Guide. In the second edition, go ahead, look on page 41 of your Dungeon Master's Guide. That'll cover it for wizards. I couldn't find any info, though, on initial cleric spells. In my campaign, I just let them have access to anything. The clerics, right? My reasoning is that if a deity finds you worthy, he'll probably be happy to let you have any power he can grant. If he doesn't find you worthy, though, to some degree, he'll probably turn your power off. I still limit my players to the number of spells allowed per day, as is in the book, but I don't limit which spells they can use. There may be other steps for your character as well, but these depend on which class you've chosen. So work with your DM and consult pages 18 to 32 of your first edition Player's Handbook or pages 25 to 44 of your second edition Player's Handbook to know exactly what to do.
So I was going to show you guys the software that I wrote for making characters. It makes life a lot easier. It saves a lot of time. So let's just take a look at it. There's so many different ways to roll dice. The way I like to roll dice is 24d6, but honestly speaking, when I use the computer, I just use this. You find the best, you roll up 1,000 characters, and each of those characters used 3d6 for each stat, right? So it's the most difficult way to roll up a character, but you do it 1,000 times, and you choose the best guy of those 1,000. And you can either zoom in for the high scores, like look for the 18s, or you can just look for the high average. I'm going to go for high scores. And this is not a bad character. A little bit high, but it's okay. So we've got our stats, but now I have to assign them to the individual characteristics. I'm going to go for a fighter, so I'll put strength and dexterity and constitution, and then the rest is just wherever I want it to go. So I've assigned my statistics to my characteristics, and now I'm going to choose my race, and I want to be a half-orc because I really like 18 strengths. And I'm going to make him just a fighter and neutral good, and that's it. So I'm going to type in my name. Actually, it does it automatically here. And then I'm going to choose a male, and I'm going to give him the name of Mr. Ugly. Okay, so that's it. It's all, well, the basic stuff is all done, but now I have to figure out the rest of it. So, okay. He's got a pretty good strength, a lot of hit points. Wow. I'm going to give him some armor. I'm going to start him out with chainmail, and I'll give him a shield. Weapons, I always do long swords. And I will also give him a bow. A long bow as usual. And let's see, weapons, of course I want him to become fluent in these, or I want him to become proficient in these, so first we'll do the longsword. And then we'll do it again so he can get a specialization. And then we'll do a longbow, and then we'll do it one more time. It only gives him a half specialization. He's going to have to do it one more time in order to get the benefits of it, but he's on his way. 3 available slots. I'm going to make this guy, so what the heck, I'm going to make him a half-orc singer, artist, and dancer. That's what the world are, half-orcs. He's allowed 3 languages, so he's going to do common, half-orc, and I'm going to let him speak elf. No spells, not much thieving skills, and no psionics, and that's it. He's done. And he's ready to go, so I'll print him out. I'll show you how fast that can be. Okay, so there's one step to character creation that I haven't covered yet, and that's psionics. So psionics is really big and hard, so I was going to do that next week, give it its own little its own show. Anyway, here are the 2 methods of character creation we used today. This is what the computer did, and then this is what we did by hand. So whatever you want, they're both fun. So anyway, like how nice and clean it comes out. I did notice my program had one problem. It switched to the number for saving throws, but that's just something I'll have to fix. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe. I'll see you again next week. We'll talk about psionics. Thanks. Bye-bye.